Here we see the technology that we use for the making of iPhone. It's a significantly less amount than we did for Absence 12 last year, purely due to the fact of the style of film we made required it to only use a certain camera, which I'll talk about in a second. But first of all, we have the reconnaissance that we've done. I used my iPhone. This allowed us to get the images of where we think our shot should be, the journey of the film that we're going to take, etc., etc. It's a good camera. It allowed for high quality pictures. It's just it's one of the more modern models. Next up is the camera that we used for our film. We used a GoPro out of the Hero series. This enabled us to get the perspective of a phone more accurately than say an XF100 or a C100 would, because it's so small and nimble that we could be able to hold it like it's still a phone. Also, we used the shoulder mount for when our actor was running through the park. As you see some joggers they have the phone mounts in the side, so it gave off the same sort of perspective as the phone would have in that situation. The GoPro was really good. It was easy to store, had a good battery life. We used a 64 gig memory card as well, which really enabled us to have a lot of film. Linking to the memory card, we have the card reader here. This enabled us to move all of the footage from our GoPro's memory card onto the computer. It's a simple bit of equipment, but it really helped us out. Onto the computer, like I said, we moved all of the footage from the card onto here. We had over, I think, 40 minutes or 20 minutes of film, which is a completely other end of the scale compared to what it was last year. This year we had a lot of editing down to do on the main program that we used on the laptop, which I'll move on to now. So the laptop we used for Adobe Premiere Pro, it was the main editing software that we used for this one. It enabled us to cut and transitions and everything like this for our film to work properly. Also, we used After Effects to make the shutter snapshot in the film, as you see when our character's taking a picture. Another function that we use the computer for is our social media. We had a quite heavy amount of social media this year. We had a Google Plus account, we had a YouTube account, we had a Twitter, we had a Facebook, and obviously our Tumblrs that we posted on. It enabled us to manage all of these easily, and also because of the technology we have, we could link those always back to our phone just to keep everything posted and up to date as we would want it. We Prezi for our research and planning right at the beginning, so to compare films against each other, etc. That's another function we use on the computer. We use Wix.com to create our website. Wix was a great website. It really allowed us to explore what we can do with this. It allowed us to link our social media into our website along with our AS coursework.
Sure.
We used Adobe Photoshop to tweak around with our picture. Originally the concept was hand-drawn by my partner Tom, but we scanned it in. As it came through, it was a little bit weak in definition, so we decided to go over it again, scan it in again, send it to ourselves, and we put it into Photoshop to add in the little bits like the title, the cast name, and also stuff that you might miss, like the eye instead of the camera on the front facing side of the phone. We really had to cut down what we was using for our film this year, as we found that the idea of this film really forced us to push ourselves. Obviously we don't have the quality of a big camera like the C100 or anything like that, but the GoPro really did a good job in this one. Our film will be it'll be unique in the way that it's shot, but we feel that it can really be done well.